We are at the Barcelona helicopter station. The helicopter's coming in for a landing. Welcome to Barcelona with Deb and me, where we start off with a shoreline helicopter ride. The main point of reference is the Sagrada Familia Basilica. Its soaring towers climb the sky higher than any other building in the area. All of the other places of interest can be traced from the Sagrada Familia Basilica.
In the middle of Ciudad Bella, the old town, the oldest far from our city. So you may imagine these first minutes, hours, is going to be probably going to be more different to your little life experience in Chicago, in Dallas. But at some moment of the morning, we'll head to the Eixample, to the expansion of the old town, the Eixample. That's the part of the city that the streets they follow a perfect grid pattern, no? Blocks, blocks, blocks of houses, like in Chicago. I know, like in Dallas, not probably. And that's where we have the style of art that makes more beauty in the city. We have Gothic, we have Renaissance, we have all these things. But what makes beauty Barcelona is the modernist style. And this is something that many times you say in a spontaneous way, no? Especially when you visit us for the first time. When you say, wow, Barcelona is full of architecture.
So this is a Picasso picture.
In front of your company, we have one of the first very big buildings. This is our cathedral. La Catedral de Barcelona, Barcelona's cathedral. And there are certain things about this place. First of all the churches you may visit these days in Catalonia are Christian Catholic. We don't have other religions in important numbers, we can say. And second, the story of this building is almost the story of Barcelona itself. You know by any chance how old is Barcelona? More or less, eh? Older or younger than Dallas?
Older.
Older, no? We don't really know exactly a foundation year because there is nothing like a first document or like that. But experts says that Barcelona was founded between 15 or 13 BC. I'm talking of the year,
Right.
before Christ, a little bit more than 2,000 years ago. And it's easy to imagine, 2,000 years ago, this part of the world, Barcelona in origin was Roman, a farming colony in the Roman Empire. This is mostly a Gothic cathedral, one of the greatest Gothic cathedrals now of the time. But the last of the spires, with Santa Elena at the top, St. Helens, Santa Elena, that was placed up there in 1913.
So this is the tallest,
The tallest tree in the city.
not just the tallest palm tree, but the tallest tree.
From all the kind of trees. San Jaume, St. James Square, Plaza San Jaume. This square has been for the last 2,000 years first the heart of the Roman Barcino, because this was 2,000 years ago the Roman Forum. Perhaps you remember that the Romans used to have this rectangular central square with their most important buildings, temples. That was the Forum. This was the Forum of Barcelona.
St. George is the patron saint of Barcelona.
Catalunya. Barcelona is already of La Merced, but from Catalunya, St. George. So, if we have
So Miguel, this is where the pickpockets are?
many of them, yes.
And what's the name of the street again?
Ramblas.
Ramblas.
This Mercat de la Boqueria, Mercat de San Josep la Boqueria, being so big, so centrical, with a beautiful iron structure.
So this is the big market in Barcelona. Wow, look at how far that is back there. Goes a long distance. So these are empanadas, all different kinds. And what are we going to do?
We need to have one when we're in Spain.
Oh, okay. Now they have different fillings.
Yes, they do.
Tomato and mozzarella.
Ham, mozzarella, eggplant, cheese,
Spicy chicken.
spinach, mushroom and olives. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So we're getting to the end of Las Ramblas.
Las Ramblas. Ramblas.
Ramblas, okay.
Rambla. Yeah, like you've written there. R-A-M-B-L-A. Rambla in singular, Ramblas in plural. Well,
Is this a square of some kind?
yes. We arrived to this main square called Plaza Catalunya. Catalunya Square, Plaza Catalunya. This is the most important square in the city, the most central one. But we are in the middle point between the old town this way and the expansion of the old town, the Eixample, this way.
Now it's time to get a taxi tour of Barcelona. Well, let's enjoy the taxi ride.
Until 1859, the line of medieval walls, they were there, now in Plaza Catalunya. But by 1859, the walls, they were no longer necessary. So the city council teared down the walls and they planned what it was the largest urbanistic operation in the Europe of the time. They built everything between where we are and the mountains in the distance. And for this, they chose this great pattern of streets, that now we have here in the Eixample. For example, from the left side, you can see the Phoenix building now up there. Imagine you were rich people of the 1900s. This was a trendy area to live. They don't want to live no longer in the dark alleys of the old town. They wanted to live here. And look to the left, some of the most beautiful modernist houses. Casa Lleó Morera, where the Levi store is. Casa Madlier, next to Levi's. And where all the tourist crowds are, Casa Batlló from Antoni Gaudi. This was the very first second how the architecture of Gaudi is completely different, no? It's over there. So curvilinear. The balconies of the first floor, they look like leg bones, sorry, like skulls.
Yeah.
The columns, they look like leg bones. If you are in the left side, you can arrive to see the top of the house that looks like the back from a dragon. Reference to St. George legend. Like I told you, this is a small park, so let's gonna walk towards the Gaudi area. Follow me this way.
How nice is this?
In hindsight.
This about the Disney movie touch.
So this is the model house.
Yeah. Very different tour days, but the house of your dreams if you were living in 1900s. I have to say, it's a good house, eh? It's big, has many rooms, terrace, the tower.
So the path on the mountain is laid out like a rosary. And if you wanted to, you could say the rosary as you're walking around this mountain.
1.7 million inhabitants, the place you call your autumn vacations, the place I call home, Barcelona. With a great view of the city, especially today with this light, no? Montjuïc Hill with the castle at the top. Two crucial. Up there, we have the second house. That's Mr. Trias' house, the lawyer's house. In 1918, that family already lived up there, so of course they continue living there. And in 2024, that's still the family house for the Trias family, and people lives up there.
Where's that?
The White House.
Oh,
It's the only house that was ever lived in.
So
until 2024, until this year.
No, his family's still there.
they live there. They are the only ones allowed to drive a car from the entrance to their house. We have a double line of palm trees. Palm trees with the trees that live this way. And palm trees made out of stone, opening up in branches, supporting this upper street. This, but 120 years ago, Gaudi, to give support to this upper path, he created this forest of palm trees in stone. The beauty, the nature of this, that's unnecessary for the structure, but this beauty and nature is what makes it special in Gaudi system. But this area was planned to become a social hub. I'm pretty sure where you live in Chicago, in Dallas, there is an open outdoors area for concerts, markets, whatever they have to do. So this was the same idea, giving the community an open area for their social life. Weddings, birthdays, parties. That's the public elementary school from this neighborhood. If you have grandsons in the age and you live here, that's where your grandson goes to school. And I want to put in value this, This is not a private school, you have to pay a lot of money to go there. This is the public school of the area.
Some nice Gaudi porcelain.
I want you to sit down, please. If you want to get
Oh.
a picture, but
I do want to sit down. Ugh.
okay, the school itself perhaps is not really impressive, it's just an open outdoors area. But here we have a famous curved line of benches. Tell me one thing, are these benches flat or are they reclined? And how does it feel?
Some of the Gaudi houses. And Barcelona in the background.
We're a long way from where we started out this morning.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a cathedral. Kind of by that sail building. That's kind of where we got the helicopter yesterday.
Well, you can see the cruise ships to the right.
Oh yeah. That's right where we were with the helicopter. So this is all what's underneath that
living because they act as
sand garden that they have upstairs.
But I can tell you, group, inside the column, you have the pipes that drains the water from the top to the system. This is what Gaudi creates in Italy. I need a draining system. The official name for this area is Sala Hypostila, the Hypostila Square, because perhaps it reminds you these ancient temples, like Karnak or Montserrat. But the people of Barcelona, we were more practical, and we call this.
So the drainage is collected in these columns, and these columns take the water down to tanks.
Do not count that, we have 86. We're running up to 100,000. All this area was planned to be a market. Barcelona was far, so if you want to buy some bread, you weren't going to make all the way to the city. But a market in the 1900s, yeah, come in. Nice, cooler. And well, after all, we are in autumn days, so the difference is not that big. But if we were in summer, this could be easy. 6, 7, 8 degrees less down here. For us, it's a temperature curiosity. But if you were a market seller in the 1900s, this was natural air conditioning, natural refrigeration. All of us buying food, we do one thing. We open the fridge. No, it was born in 1852. But
The sons of the season.
So the three people that consider the action of you get a bottle, you break it, you get the pieces, and you put them back up in the ceiling, you fall. Other people say that some of the things.
You can see all the Gaudi influence here. And the Gaudi gingerbread house. The blue and white checker house. Oh, does that look nice? From down looking up.
The idea is so easy, but the execution, wow. And these houses, this reminds me when you're 5 years old and you make these drawings to your mother, Mama, and someone took that and made it real.
Is this the gingerbread house?
Yes, both of them. The so-called gingerbread houses. Yeah.
That house is called the gingerbread house too?
Yeah. That's how we call it in a popular way. It's nothing official, but the
Yeah.
similarities. Do you want to eat them like
So find it in Santa's village.
The project was amazing, the houses were amazing, the views they were amazing, but the problem was location. Arriving to this entrance in 1905, 1910. The same project in 1960, sold out the first.
The perimeter walls is the same kind of mentality that Gaudi put together for the rest of this park. So we're going up kind of to where we started. What a nice way to end a Gaudi moment. You can sure hear the noise.
En español es lo mismo, Sagrada Familia es la misma palabra. But in English, Sagrada Familia means Sacred Family. This is a Christian Catholic basilica in honor to Joseph, Jesus, and Mary. And the first stone was placed 1882. But I want to mention also the second important year, 1926, when Gaudi died. Because this is the great life work from Antoni Gaudi. To the point that many times you see the clear difference of age, no, in the construction. This part looks dark, that's very, very old, no? And then clean, scaffolding, crane. And you ask me, but Miguel, that's the Gaudi part? That is something new? What are you doing here? All you are watching is Gaudi. Gaudi spent 43 years of his life, day after day, thinking, dreaming, planning, working every single detail. So, when Gaudi died, everyone in the city understood that was our duty, our responsibility, continue his project as much as we can, following Gaudi's plans and models. There are things that can be different, of course they are, but in my opinion, more practical things.
1930s when the old part was started.
We can say many things, no? I can see from here the slaughter of the innocents, the flight to Egypt. But group, in your countries, in Hungary, in the United States, in South Korea, in Chile, in Argentina, in Catalonia, if I just say Christmas, there is one first day that goes to your mind, and that day is December the 25th, Christmas Day, El Día de Navidad. All the characters, they are looking to the same point, and that point is at the center, between the doors, no? I can see the nativity scene. Joseph, Jesus, Mary, the ox and the mule, el buey y la mula, in the stable where Jesus was born. If any of you does not see this, don't worry. Now we enter, we're going to see this from close, okay? That's the stable where Jesus was born. And from a close distance, then, do you remember how the three wise men found the stable?
The stars.
Star, la estrella de Belén. That's what we usually put at the top of the Christmas tree horizontal. But here, it's in vertical. From the nativity scene, that column with thorns, you see, that's the tail of the star. And above the star, you have the beginning from all this story. But 9 months before, above the star you have the Annunciation, when Archangel Gabriel announced Virgin Mary, she was pregnant, land fulfilled. So you see, group, all Christmas is here if you know where to look at. Individual visitors, picture, and inside. You have a tree, a cypress tree, un ciprés, up there. Many people believe that tree is a Christmas tree. And could it be, because it fits with the narrative. But you know the tradition of the Christmas tree is something modern. That's not historical, that's not biblical, no? So I can tell you what is that really is the tree of life. El árbol and a slice of pizza when the cheese melts, more or less. So guys, let's try to portray it with a stone. A completely different material. We rarely have in Barcelona in Christmas. In Texas, you don't have it in Christmas. Well, in the south of Texas, not. In the north, yes. In Minnesota, you have bunches of it. In Hungary, probably you have it. Do you know what is that?
Snow.
Snow. It's like the snow covering the doorways with stone. I cannot imagine a completely different material from the snow, that stone, to portray that. So from the very obvious symbols, like the star, the three wise men, to the most small ones. This is a book open with you.
The first impression, wow. As one walks into the basilica, you are overwhelmed with the church's enormity, the forest style of supports, and the brightness. You continually see more massive beauty as views continually change when you walk around. Well, look at how it's kind of blue over there, Debbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your first impression about this?
Wow.
I know what you say, wow.
Gaudi was good.
This is one of the best things of my job. Looking at your faces the first time you enter is an amazing moment. Where we are? What is this? Is this real? Or is this artificial intelligence? Well, This is real until you are here, no, with your friends, with your family, in the community. There's something monastery. If this is light of colors, we must do the glass. No. This is the natural light of the sun. Of the sun. You have blue, sparkle, silence, all colors. At the top, there is just one color, especially the summer, a bright white. On the other side, you have reds, yellows, oranges, warm colors. Well, this is not transference in a presence to the side. This side is the magical facade.
Did you find it in English?
Give us this day our daily bread. Look at the V and then over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And did you find it in English? In English, Hebrew is a very simple because 3 lines about Hebrew is written our Father. Next to the name.
When the sun comes in the afternoon, it shines up so nicely. You can see the contrast.
You're getting a workout today. Oh my God.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But the more you look, the more you see, and it's all beautiful. Now these are the 4 key apostles: Mark, Lucas, John, and Matthew.
Ben non, c'est pour prendre le plafond.
Ah, ben oui. I wonder if that's just a regular thing.
The colors are from natural sunlight through the stained glass. Blues and greens come with the morning sun, and whites for the heavens above, and in the afternoon sun, you see the reds and orange come through. So you can see the red hue coming in from the light. We had the green hue coming in earlier in the day. And then on top is white. But it's so nice how the light, when it comes in, really showers the whole church. Look at how the light just shines through from the stained glass, filling the basilica with the red afternoon light. Oh, is it coming in now? Nice. Look at how bright that is. Filling the basilica. The basilica is full of light coming in from the sunset. Look at how the pillars are getting the red illumination from the afternoon sun. How nice of an illumination. Construction going on. Look at how that can go. Oh, that crane is way up there. Somewhere it's going. Boy, if it's continuing to go up, it's going to go up way high. Swinging the beam. Wow, is that up high? He's taking it down. Swinging the beam. Wow. And then it's making its landing. On the Passion facade, Gaudi brings out the feelings of pain with the block-style images used in depicting the Passion of Christ.
Being honest, I am not the first one in your life telling you what happens to the poor Jesus at the end of his life. It's a story that starts with the Last Supper, continuing with the kiss of Judah, Jesus tied to the column while he was whipped and flagellated, St. Peter, San Pedro, very sad with the crystal in the back, with his denial of Peter, la negación de Pedro. At the corner, Jesus with a crown of thorns, with Pontius Pilate in his triumph. At the center, the white the Calvary with Jesus on the cross, and at the top, after 2,000 years, no spoiler, he dies on the cross. So, one of the religious story that you know, about to hear about the statues. This is the only point of Sagrada Familia where we cannot say this looks realistic. Not at all. The representation of the human being is for many people confuse the act of the facade. Well, we will never know what Gaudi would think about these statues. I'm wrong. The architecture is Gaudi's plan. The story, that's the Bible, no, and Gaudi's plan. The shape of the statue, that's someone artist from all times.
Oh, this is great. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so good morning to everyone. Welcome on board. Bienvenidos a todos. My name is Jimena. I will be one of your two guides. Okay? So, our first destination is going to be Montserrat. Yes, this monastery and the mountain natural park. And the second destination is going to be Gerona. In Gerona, we will have time for having lunch. Okay? And the third destination, we will end the tour there, is Costa Brava, a little village in the Costa Brava. This is the coast, this is the sea, okay?
So this is Montserrat. And its citizens.
Just that you know, when you move
St. George.
around, St. George, yeah, it's exactly the same story, more or
Yeah.
less. When you move around St. George,
Slayed the dragon.
my friends, now we are in La Plaza de Santa Maria. You remember when Plaza de Santa Maria. You remember when they found the Black Madonna, they first found this Black Madonna, and the people start to come here in the mountain to adore the Madonna, to worship it here. In the beginning, all around the mountain, it will appear many hermits. You know what a hermit is? Yes? Well, was the first type of building that we got here in Montserrat. And one hermit, and an old one, was called Santa Maria, is what they found the monastery. So this year is going to be the 1,000 years old anniversary for this place. The monks from the Benedictine order, we are not going to see them. They like to just have their quietness. If you see one, it brings love, really, because it's very...
The monks are here.
Monks of the Benedictine order, yes.
The Black Madonna. Well, it looks like it's raining. Yep, it's raining.
Iconic lioness of Gerona. And remember, here was all walled around. So when the people was maybe walking too late out of the walls, you know, they will put some guards and some in the gates if they will close the gates in the night. What happened when the people was working too late in the fields? They will come here there was some stairs, and they will climb the stairs and they will kiss the ass of the lioness, just to show that they belong to the city. What happened? During COVID, City Hall didn't want that everybody kiss the same ass. Okay, so they put away the stairs. And what the people did? Everybody came here, start to kiss the ass of the lioness here, the tourists with me. For that reason it's so goldy and shiny, you know, because everybody's cleaning it with the lips. But you guys, no. Okay? Thousands of people just kiss this, you make like this.
So Roman walls there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what was up there?
There is Mother Mary, right? There?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because this is the saddest place in all Gerona. The people, when they are going to kill the people, the Inquisition especially, they will take them out of the city to kill them. So the last moment for them to say their prayers to Mother Mary was here.
What's the name of the cathedral?
Cathedral of Gerona.
Cathedral of
Girona, the city.
Okay.
There's not a special name. It's
Okay.
like Cathedral of Barcelona, you know, this is the name. So it was started in 11th century, finished in the year 1733. Also the facade is from that time.
So the Game of Thrones stairs.
Muslims were in the power. They here were just 85 years. In the rest of Spain, 800. But the Muslims, you won't believe, but at that time they were really tolerant. So they will tolerate all religions, but the people have to pay. At that time they have to pay for them, but they will allow the others to attend mass, for example. But they took the original building as a mosque, and they sent all the Christians to the other basilica we saw in the beginning to attend mass in there. By the 15th century, we have Catholic king and queen, Isabel y Fernando los Católicos. Okay, they wanted one nation under one religion. Which religion? Catholic. The Jewish, they invite the Jewish to three things. One, to convert to Christianity. The second one, to leave the country. And the third one, to die. Okay? So, yeah, no really good options. So mostly of the people here just leave the country, leave the city of Gerona. And it's amazing here when they left, the houses just stay as they were at that time. And nobody touched it. We don't know why. So they stayed just as they were.
Well, this is the city and town of narrow roads. We saw a car come on one of these just a moment ago. He was going to run us over. Oh, look at this. A car is lining up to go through. Can't believe it. But this is the way it is. Look at that. Yeah. They did pull in the mirrors.
Oh, because he didn't want to hurt him.
Yeah. Didn't want any blood on the mirrors. Looks like some bird bath going on with the seagulls. We just had some rain and it lifted up the river enough that they can stand on the sandbar and still clean themselves. Well, we are making our way to the Roman castle.
Remember the story with the pirates and the corsairs? Okay, when they were coming, everybody will stay here with stick with their weapons just to wait for them because they were very terrorized by them. So you see there, over there in the walls, there is like a certain angle there, like a hole. This is because from there is an angle that you can shoot pirates, you can see pirates, but they cannot do otherwise with you, okay? So it's just specially thought to protect the people. So the people was living inside of the walls, but some people were also outside. This was a fisherman village, okay? So normal village, and today there's still normal people living. Are you okay with some stairs? You still have some energy left? Yes? Yes? Yeah. Everybody, look here. Okay, then let's do it. We will, we instead to make all this, we will make like a short one. I take you to on top also.
Time to go down what we just came up on. Spain on the Mediterranean.